What's going on YouTube? It is Luke Waters back in the YouTube video. Today we're going to do some work to the G8. We're going to get the brake fluid in the front flush. I've had this brake fluid sitting around for a couple months and I figured it'd do good. And let's use it on the G8 and get this fluid changed out. And this fluid is so dark. So here's what we're going to use. I got an old Tupperware and an old medical syringe. The good thing about this syringe is that you can really get it down this little hole in these master cylinders. It takes a little more time to use this over a hand pump, but it works just as good. The Pontiac G8 requires .4, but I'm using .3 for the flush. Because you also got to remember, we're going to be pushing the clean through the brake lines. The reason why I do this first is to save some time when you bleed the actual calipers out. This is the fluid we sucked out of the reservoir after flushing it twice, and as you can see, this brake fluid was pretty nasty. I put the bad syringe right there. I'm going to label it as bad, because I might need it for the future, and I'm going to leave it out in the garage in a sealed container. But yeah, look at that. Obviously, when you're doing your brake fluid flush, you never ever want to keep your reservoir dry, especially when you're going to start bleeding the fluid out of the brake calipers. So what we're going to do now is top it off with our good .4 fluid and start forcing the fluid out of the brake system and get this thing stopping much better. This is awkward. As you can tell, the Schrader valve broke. So this Schrader valve is supposed to be on that brake caliper so I could bleed the brakes. Well, I'm back a couple hours later, man. This G8, dude, this thing deserved such a better life. I don't know what the hell the previous owner of this car was thinking when they did anything to this car, because I just discovered jacking up that front and that tie rod is so loose it could have popped off at any minute. Like, man, I'm glad I decided to do the brakes today so I could figure that out. But here's where we're currently at here. Got both brake calipers off, sitting on the counter. They're covered in brake fluid. I want to clean up some stuff before I can add to that. But yeah, this is not going the way. Nothing ever goes the way I want it to with this car, ever. Not sure why I'm so surprised, but what we're gonna do is get these actually ready and prepped for paint, because I did want to paint them. I was gonna wait till a later day to get the fluid changed out and then paint them, but looks like we're gonna do that now instead. We're gonna start by tearing these off first to get the glide pins out and check the condition of those. I'm assuming they're ungodly dry rotted. Wait, see? That's how it should come off. These pins don't need to be very tight, ladies and gentlemen. Like this one, extremely tight. Yeah. Good Lord. Rapido. I tell you what though, the pads have a lot of life left on them. Look at those. The pads don't look half decent. So cool, we can reuse those for sure. Okay, we got it almost all the way disassembled. I need to take off, I need to take this guy off right here. And let's take a look at the pistons in here. Like I said, some surface rust and corrosion, but I think they look fine to me. Got a little hole right there in the boot. See that or not? Maybe we'll have to get a rebuild kit for these. I don't know how much they cost or how to do it, but yeah, let's get these. Look at that little spider's nest in here. Ugh, get out of here! Get out of here! Yeah, I'm gonna keep tearing these guys apart, and like I said, it might have been a blessing in disguise that that Schrader valve broke, because, like I said, everything under this car it was so neglected. Everything needed looked at, so maybe this is a blessing in disguise. And it doesn't look like it's going to be all that hard to get the old one out. I might be able to get a drill in there, like a reverse drill, and pull it out. But we're going to pull the other one out real quick. Man, I'm so out of shape. Now that that's all sealed off, nice and good, let's go ahead and look at this guy. Where's that broken? There it is, broken Schrader valve. But I want to kind of get these parts ready for paint. Like, I want to paint these all black again. I don't want them to be that ricer red that they are now. Let me show you the tie rod I was talking about, because it's really like really dangerous. Well, it's all the way turned, I can't do it, but it shakes and shimmies a lot, so gonna have to get that replaced. Maybe even throw a coat of paint on all the suspension parts just to make it look pretty and clean under here. But that's it, that's gonna be the video for today. As always, things never go as planned with the G8, and now we are rebuilding the front brakes. Excellent. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. It's been Luke Waters, and I'll see you guys in the next video.